Last week, I read an article about 44 tanker ships sitting outside the port of Los Angeles, waiting to be offloaded. And the average wait time was 7 days. The average before the pandemic was a half a day that a tanker truck, one trailer or tanker sitting outside the port for half a day. Now it's 44 for 7 days. Obviously, logistics is playing a role in this on the tangible goods side. Where do they fit? Where does the tangible goods go when it comes to using partnerships and resellers and the channel to sell their products?
Yeah, it's a great question. Lots to unpack there, but I will say, and I attended a supply chain conference it was right before COVID. And the most interesting thing is the complexity in supply chain. You know, that iPhone announcement that came last Friday, there's 900 components, raw materials that go into an iPhone. And taking all those 900 things and getting them to the point of assembly and shipment and offloading and distribution is highly complex.
Right.
It is just as complex, by the way, as the other side of the bow tie. It all comes in and then it has to go out. There are 900 ways that iPhone gets to market and into our hands, you know, through all the retail distribution, everything else.
Right.
So it's this big bow tie problem. And those people in supply chain have never met the people in channels, but their lives are very similar and very interrelated. And now even in Apple, we're starting to see movement across that ecosystem where a huge assembler like Foxconn is playing different roles now in the distribution of the product and in building adjacent products and other things. So people are moving around now in that ecosystem, playing different roles. And that's what we're seeing. You talked about managed services. You know, this industry got started 20 years ago because of the really bad total cost of ownership that Windows and Intel, you know, machines and client server provided. So it solved a really big problem. But when I go to the, you know, every 30 days forever, who's there every 30 days forever? It's a managed service provider. They're one of those 5 partners that are critical for you to retain and renew customers over the long term.